Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. YouTube sent me an email or something today saying that my view rate's up 70%. That's fantastic. I guess I'm getting pretty close to the point where they monetize you. I don't know what that means. They send you a check for 38 cents every month. But anyway, that means that I almost have 250,000 watch minutes, which seems crazy because I didn't even want to really start this channel. I had a couple friends that said that people would really like to check it out. So I got to thank you. I got to thank you for watching the videos and liking, subscribing. Somebody's told their friends. I know that my friend at Smoky Mountain Outpost, if you haven't checked his channel out, you need to. Super cool. He's building a timber frame home just like I want to. Anyway, he gave me a shout out on one of his videos, and I picked up 500 subscribers. So if you're here from his channel, thanks for coming. I mean, I hope I'm giving you something, and I appreciate you sharing with your friends. Anyway, I've been working on this table. Okay, the reason I look so beautiful is I guilted myself into putting on a clean shirt. I'd sat down and tried to do like a little interview talking about this and that, but I was low energy. I had sawdust in my eyes. I was grimy. You guys see me like that enough, so at least I can put on a collared shirt. So anyway, this is what I've been working on. I got the base done. The joints came out really well. I sanded for about 2 hours. I got the 60 grit on it, and I'm pretty happy with the turnout so far. I've got 2 more passes with the sandpaper. I've got my main table, but I'm going to have the ends are going to go the opposite way. I've got a video I'm doing step by step on this, and this table, it's going to be like substantial, awesome, beautiful farm table. So anyway, you're stalking me. I can tell. I can feel you staring at me. God, this dog. So anyway, I wanted to talk about what it was like for me to move to a small town. I know that a lot of people, I'm sorry for saying and so. I have to do my own editing, and it really irritates me. Hopefully it doesn't irritate you too much. Anyway, right. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Sometimes I find this YouTube really hard to do because I guess I don't like talking about myself anyway, and talking into a camera. Nobody's here, you know. I'm talking to myself. If somebody was looking and they couldn't see the camera, they'd probably wonder what the heck I was doing. So anyway, it's just kind of weird. I was going to tell you about what it's like to move to a small town, at least for me. I know I've lived everywhere. I mean, I have moved, I don't know, 1 or 2 moves a year growing up from birth, pretty much, until I was 17, and not so much moving after that, but I've been the new guy a lot. And I just figured small town life, you know, it'll be super chill, you know, people want to hang out. It wasn't like that for me. I don't want to crush anybody's dreams, but I also wanted to cut it to you straight and tell you what it's like for me. So I moved to small town Arkansas, and you know, I thought I was going to meet a bunch of friends. I'd be the new guy in town. People would want to talk. It was unlike anything that I've ever seen. And I'm sorry for all the people that are locals watching this, but for real. You know, I moved here, and for the first 10 months I was living in a tent right over there, practically where I put my deck. It was going to be deer camp anyway, so I would have set something up. And so nobody really knew I was living in a tent. But you know, I got my fifth wheel, and then I moved into an RV park, and there were just a lot of people who are tourists here, and the locals. It seems like they want an explanation for how I ended up here. You know, I don't have any kinfolk here. I don't have any friends. I never even spent any time in Arkansas before coming here. And, you know, so, you know, I got this amazing land, 80 acre, you know, I couldn't turn it down. And, you know, that's why I'm here. It seems, you know, like a normal thing. You know, I guess maybe they wonder if I'm a drug dealer because, you know, I'm 46 and fully retired. Maybe they think I'm joking. I don't know, you know, but I went to all their festivals, the chili cook-offs and the Halloween things and all the things that you'd go if you had kids or you had a wife or a girlfriend or something. I went as like, you know, just a new guy, wanted to meet people. I thought for sure I'd meet people at places like that, but no. There are also no bars or anything here. There, you know, like a sports bar or something where you'd go to watch the game and maybe meet some folks. It's just a small town and it's kind of a touristy place, but not with fun tourist stuff to do, just where tourists come. So anyway, I felt like people were checking me out and making sure I wasn't into bad stuff or whatever for about a year. And then I found a really great church that I go to, and I met really awesome people. So that helped. And a local family here, Hi to the Hazelwoods, adopted me, and that was much appreciated because they'd invite me to family functions and I'd get to know people, and everybody sort of knows everybody here. So once people started connecting the dots about the people that I knew and that I was friends with, and they wanted to be friends too. So that was kind of cool. But there was like this weird cooling off period. I know that a lot of people watch my channel and are thinking about doing this themselves. I'm just saying, don't be shocked if something like that happens, because at least it did for me. You're back. Sometimes I wish I could just throw off the cliff again for her to go fetch, but I don't know if you watched that video. It was pretty gruesome. She got impaled. We don't do cliff fetch anymore. So anyway, that was something, you know. Something else that I had to kind of get used to is the small town way. Everybody has their own clock, you know, their own watch. They set their own time. So you know, people here, service type of people, they work a little bit slower. It's harder to get an appointment. You just need to be cool with stuff like that. And I noticed a lot of people that get a place that come from a big city, they feel like, you know, they want to get it done right now. They don't run like that. And if you try to, you know, press people too much, you're gonna, you know, wish you didn't. So anyway, that's something else. I'm trying to think what I could tell you about living in a small town. I mean, don't get me wrong. Got to live outside of a small town to have this kind of land. Gotta, you know, I mean, look, I live on this lake. Look at this view. It's a super cool place, but you got to get used to kind of being alone. I'd been alone a lot in my life, you know, for years, but flat out being alone. And you know, if it wasn't for me talking to God or talking to the dog, I mean, I probably wouldn't talk to anybody sometimes. I have good friends that call me, and I can go visit people as much as I want. That's cool. But, you know, like, I live and I work here, you know, so when I get done working, it's all I can do to take a shower, sit down, relax, make a meal, and go to bed and, you know, start over. If you watch our Instagram, you'll see all these sunrise pictures that I've got of the sun coming over the ridge up there. I got a really great one this morning. So that's Instagram at German Shepherd Ranch. So sorry to go ADD or OCD on you or whatever, but you know, that was one thing. But I don't even make any sense. Maybe I shouldn't walk and film at the same time. I don't think I'm qualified. What I was saying was that you got to get used to being alone. And when I mean alone, like with the crickets and the hawks. Unless you have a person. So, you know, if you got a person, that's cool, as long as you like each other. And, you know, the thing that I've noticed is I really just don't watch TV anymore. I used to watch, well, no, I didn't watch TV. I would watch a movie pretty often. I sit outside and I watch the moon. I've really gotten into it. I don't know if you could have seen the moon yesterday, but it was orange here. And I watched it come over that ridge at night, and I could almost watch it go up. It was rising so quickly, so that was super cool. I listen to the crickets, and I'm getting to know stuff. I mean, you know, the cool thing about living like this is that whatever you do, like this pile of rocks, whatever I choose to do with that. If I'm gonna, do a fire ring, or what I'm gonna do, that will improve my life. This table is gonna greatly improve my life. Now I can entertain and have people over, and I'm gonna build a smoker, and I love to cook. So, but because I don't like to be inside, now I'll be able to have a great table and some benches that just even myself, I can sit out here and do nothing, and enjoy the outdoors. I'm really kind of against being inside anymore. It's strange, I really just use my bed, one little section of it. So so that's something. Being alone, and having limited access to meet regular people, meet a girl, anything. It's just restricted when you live in a small town. But, I hear that the education's really good. I know some teachers, and, the schools are great, the lifestyle. You ain't gonna get a Starbucks out here. There isn't even a coffee shop. You can go to the gas station. I guess that's about the best place you can get coffee. But there's just not a whole lot of stuff here. I know that people that come and visit, they ask, how far for this and how far for that. Number one, I don't go. Number two, it's, this far or whatever. That's kind of what I've gotten used to. I'm trying to think what else. Look at these morning glories. They grew about 1 foot in 3 days. It took a long time to get them to that point. And I had a bunch of basil, some oregano. I'd sure love for it to get bigger. If it were hot, I think it might help it grow. One of the things that I really like about my small town life is having hobbies. I still haven't picked up that guitar, but being able to do woodworking again. I'm going to start painting again. I paint oil. So having the time to actually have hobbies is super cool. Being able to read. Some of my best time is reading my Bible and having coffee and listening to all the birds and everything in the morning, sitting out here. Next project, Adirondack chairs with some cushions. That's something I'm really going to be into, making this patio really nice now that I'm going to have this beautiful table. But having hobbies is cool, and having time to do anything I want to do is cool. I think that, the 12-year-old me, I was thinking about it the other day. The 12-year-old me probably prayed that he could live alone in the woods on a bunch of land and be able to go fishing every day. And maybe that's how I got here. I know I prayed to get here, but I was wondering which version of me, or which prayer maybe. So be careful what you ask for. There's some things that I really love about the life, and there's a few things that I don't. I wonder, is anybody else recently moved somewhere? Are you contemplating a move to a small town, maybe to do something like this? If you are, leave a comment, or if you have done that in your life. What I really like about this channel is that it says something like, 40% of the people that watch the channel are over 60, and that is cool because there's so much wisdom. I'm hoping some people are going to chime in and tell me how to do some stuff that I don't know how to do. Maybe I could get a following of people. I notice that other people have that on their channels, the people that I watch. So I don't know. I think that would be really cool. And I guess that's another cool thing about living up here. A lot of my friends are older. They're retired, and we hang out. I can ride my four-wheeler over to various places and have a beer, or go fishing with people, or get taught about the local history. That has been super cool to learn about, especially the history of the land here. But it's cool to be around people like that. I love having older friends because they have a lot of wisdom, and if they want to be friends with you, they really like you. There's no games. They just love you, and you love them. And that's something that's really brought me through things up here, especially with this coronavirus and things. Having these close friends that we check on each other, and if they need something, they call me, and if I need something, I call them. I've got a Oh, the extension ladder. I need to take that back. That's a borrow. Oh, that's a borrow and that's a borrow. Two separate people. So, you know, that's a cool thing. Neighbors really, and friends, when you have friends out here, they're real friends. You know, you don't have a lot of friends like you do, like I did in the big city, you know, where you had more acquaintances and things. You know, they'd say, oh yeah, that's my friend, but you don't really know anything about them, and maybe you don't even have their phone number. So the quality of friendships up here, I believe, is better, and I see that, you know, with other people, you know, their feedback too. That's another thing that distracts me. Your face. So I just rambled a lot, and I don't know if I'm going to include any of the other stuff. I was so low energy. I'm like, man, you're just terrible on camera. Terrible. I'll include some of it so you can check that and see if you think I'm accurate. But I'm sorry if I'm congested. I've been sneezing. I've been standing for 2 hours probably. So I've been sneezing and, you know, blowing out sawdust. I cleaned my face. I haven't been crying. I'm just washing my eyes. But I mean, you can see how dirty I am. I owe myself a shower. Check that and see if you think I'm accurate. But I don't know. I was never taught how to like change, you know, and be perky or, you know, whatever. A lot of times I'm just chill. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, go about my day. But anyway, so nice talking to you, I guess, if this qualifies as talking. I think it's just me rambling. I'm probably talking to myself. Anyway, thank you for watching.